I had the textbook perfect outside world. In fact, I would call it privileged by every definition, being a straight white male in the safest country, one of the safest countries in the world, and was on a path and trajectory in business, working for Microsoft, youngest intern in the country, grad role by 25, flew to America, was a global product manager, um, getting to work on huge product launches, do demos and be in rooms with the likes of Robert Downey Jr., like real pinch yourself stuff,
Yeah.
presenting on stage in front of lots and lots of people. And there was this parallel narrative that was going on the entire time, uh, of incredible suffering that started when I was 7 years old, when I was first diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder and acute anxiety, when my mum saw me doing strange behaviors around the house. And I remember the day that I knew things were going to be harder and different for me, um, after I received that diagnosis, which I didn't know what that meant. All I knew was that I wanted to hide whatever was inside me from the rest of the world. And so I put on this metaphorical mask, and that served me for 2 decades, served really unhealthily, until it didn't. And it all started like bursting out of the seams and culminated to an enormous mental breakdown of high suicidality, where I was really, really, really scared for my life. And a YouTube video ended up saving my life, of a guy in his bedroom sharing his story. And it was the first time ever that I felt understood. That's a much longer story. But what I realized in that moment, and I think the biggest takeaway I found about mental health, is that it's not necessarily the problem or the mental illness that gets you. Anxiety, depression, grief, financial loss, anything that humans experience, I believe you can not only cope with, but thrive with. Where people come unstuck and where people stay sick is in shame and loneliness. It's that outer layer. It's the stories that we tell ourselves about who we are and about the problem that ends up sinking us.